This is Stuttgart CMT. This is the whole Knaus. They've got a number of podiums here, so when you see something on the podium, you assume that it is the best of something, or one of the best. This is a Turo van 500 LT Vansation. You'll see that it's on a VW bulli, which is an unusual base vehicle. And you also see it's under 6 meters and it's got an odd shape to it. That you might think is the way in, but it isn't. That's your storage, that's your garage. It's also your wardrobe, but it's a huge area. Let's come in via the main door. So there you have your door, and it's only got one lock. So let's come inside. Very unusual shaped vehicle. And right, so where's the bed? Well, either A, it's not going to bother with one, or B, you'll have to make it up down here. But you know, this is a very large lounge. I usually go on complaining at lack of flat floors. You can't complain the lack of a flat floor in a vehicle like this. This is the way the vehicle is. Sorry. And so I don't think that here is a problem. It's got an inner width of 2 meters. So the bed, well, the bed is going to be almost 2 meters in width. Coming up here, we can see you've got storage around here. And on the other side as well. So from that point of view, bearing in mind that it'll fit into really small spaces, that I think is quite a positive sign. Here we've got the storage, wardrobe and all the rest of it. So you've got 2 wardrobes. Comes with this washroom as well. And the washroom has this sliding, sorry it's dark, there you have the sliding door. It's also got an extra plug there. I don't know. Notice the plug hole sizes are different. That one's a proper domestic one, so that's good. But this one down here, that's a small one. That's not so good. Well, it does have a second one round there, but it's also a small one. The point of getting large plugs is because you can get nets to stop things dropping in there. Right, kitchen block is quite large as well, considering. 2 burners and the sink. Space to prepare your food, and what we saw earlier is this storage, which can also be used for coats and things, but I suppose it might be able to get a surfboard or something in there as well. This is to make up an extra pair. These are units which may or may not come from this vehicle. Now, I'm always going on about storage not being used properly. This is the sort of thing which makes storage very easy. This is called a Kipur system, manufactured by a company in near Gunzburg in southern Germany. And you see, this is being used. This part here has been used. That is really, really good. That's the sort of thing that should be done. And in many of the vehicles, which is not, but here they've actually done it. Well done for that one. Now here we've got a window with a blind and mosquito net, which is in 2 pieces. And personally I prefer 1, but there could be advantages to 2 as well. I think that when you put the mosquito thing down, it doesn't seem to go all the way down because there's a tiny gap there behind it, but it doesn't make any difference. They'll get in anyway, whatever you do. Going on about storage, well, what's this? I mean, that's it's a decorative element. It's lost the function of having storage. Right. Let's now go out, passing the fridge on the way out. There's the fridge, which you can also open incidentally from this side as well, so you don't have to get your van dirty if you're got your feet full of sand. As you saw, there was also a fridge open, mosquito net, and there's a and he fell off the podium. Let's have a look at some of the other features here, technical details. Right, so it's 90,000 euros. It's 216 outer width, 295 in height. Here, we'll have a look at this one here as well, which is a similar sort of thing. This is a 500 MQ, and this thing here is got a price of 91,327, and right, so it's a bit more of a standard type van until you look at the shower. Right, the shower unit is here. What this looks like a bed. This comes up, moves to one side. The shower's in there. You see, there's your shower. So there you're either having a shower, you're in bed. So I mean, it makes sense to actually do something like this. This moves out, and I'm not going to demonstrate, so I don't want to do it with only one hand. And as it's now, so find something like breaking my hand. But you can sleep 4 people in here, so you've got 2 in the back. Storage there. Here we've got 2 burners and a sink. Storage under there. And here, this is an option, this bed up here. I think this bed is the cleverer one of the 2, to be quite honest. I think with that shower, it's going to break in no time at all. That's my opinion. So, I mean, the idea is thinking out the box, but I just can't see it working in practice. But if you really don't want anything, want something that won't work in practice, you've got a similar type thing here, but it's got an extendable roof to it, and also some of the gluing on here was horrendous. The silicone which they used. But anyway, apart from that, I'll come in here, and you can see what you can do. This is the same sort of layout with this extendable roof. The problem is, okay, if you want a roof that you can drop into your garage, or you want a van you can get into your garage, then yes, then fair enough. But to me, I'd want to see how this is going to work in practice, and to be quite honest, I just can't see it working in practice. It's not even like a tent in the roof, because a tent in the roof sort of just goes up occasionally. If you're going to try and use the van at all for anything, you've got to put the roof up. There's no choice in the matter. It is thinking out the box though. I lived in a flat with an underground garage, so I could have got this in that underground garage if I'd so wanted to. And I'll show you this one as well, which is the equivalent of the second vehicle that we saw. This to me is really asking for problems. One of the problems with motorhomes is that things go wrong. It doesn't matter what you get. You can get the simplest one on the market and something's going to go wrong. And if you can't fix it, I think this is what we're seeing now. We've got a lot of people bought vehicles during COVID, and so because they couldn't do anything else, so it was run on motorhomes and camper vans. Then when COVID ended, as it has done, people found out you've got the problems when you go away, electric's not, find out the electric's not working, or this isn't about working, or there's a problem with this, that or the other, and suddenly they realised they don't want to do it. There was somebody said to me yesterday, said, well, how can you pay €100 a day to rent a vehicle? It doesn't make any sense. And I said, well, obviously you're not a camper. Of course, for €100 you can go to a nice hotel. But thing is this, and his words were, well, I said, well, yeah, but you can't sleep in the same places. And he said, but you go in your car, and the car will use less fuel. And yeah, I agree. All that's true. You still can't see the place, and you sleep in a hotel, and you don't have all these problems. But there's clearly something. This is not something you judge from being a camper. Is not something you judge from an economic point of view. But it's not a cheap option. It's an expensive option and choice of lifestyle. Okay, good. Thanks very much for watching. Hope you found that interesting. And I think now, this is the one vehicle, obviously, I'm showing you. I'm going to walk out. I'm going to sort of see myself out of this hall by walking around, and you can see what else is actually here as I walk around. I'll tell you about CMT, which is held in the third week of January, and this is an event which it's got a lot of history behind it. It's gone on for ages and ages, and the event is I think the second largest in Europe. Well, maybe the second largest in the world for all I know, for motorhomes, camper vans, and the like. So I think it's really good to be here. There are 10 halls. This is one of the 10 halls, and you see how many vehicles are here. It's in Dusseldorf. There are 17 halls, if I remember rightly, of which approximately 13, 14 are used for vehicles. Here, 8 of the halls are used for vehicles. I think the size of the halls are roughly similar in both events. So, as I come out here, you see people are waiting to get in, and the place is being cleaned up for the event to start. Let's come right out here. Oh, look at all these crowds here waiting to get in. I think they allow them to get into this part, but then there's another check as we go down a bit further, and I think that's nice because it's pretty cold outside. So it was -8 last night. So today is Friday. It's the second Friday of the event. So the first Friday is professionals' day. That's when I try to do as much filming as I can, and this is when people make decisions if they're going to buy or not buy. Okay, right. So I'm coming here to security. So I've got my pass in front of me, but other people haven't. Okay, thanks very much for watching. All the best from me in Germany. Bye for now.